Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Pro Wrestling Throwdown. It's the August 15th, 2020 edition. I'm Caleb Black. This is Luke the Big Dog Williams, our in-studio producer, the mighty Maximilian Furious to our left. And it is time to talk about NXT, first night of the Wednesday Night Wars, or first round of the Wednesday Night Wars this week. Karrion Kross opens up in a match with Danny Burch. Now, for all intents and purposes, this should have been a much better match than it was. It wasn't that good. It didn't do anything to further Karrion Kross for me. I gave it a 2.
I gave it a 3 only because I think the build on Kross is still going strong.
Yeah.
And Danny Burch is just the perfect guy to get his ass whipped.
without
hurting credibility on either side.
Yeah.
I gave it a 3.
Then Keith Lee storms the ring, goes to accept Karrion Kross's challenge. He's got a contract in his hand. Be careful opening that
book with it too close to your eyes.
Here's the thing about Keith Lee. We talked about it before. His eloquence hurts him.
A lot.
How well-spoken he is doesn't make him very intimidating. He should say less. He should have just come in the ring, attacked fucking Karrion Kross, put him up with the moves. Scarlett should have gotten the ring, fucking distracted him, whatever. He drops Karrion. Karrion hits him with 2 of those great big Saito exploding suplexes. And then Karrion Kross is over like Rover and we're off to the races. Yep. They didn't do that.
No.
Karrion Kross, Scarlett Bordeaux slowly walks over, takes the contract, slowly slumps back, brings it back, and then there's an obvious dead air camera panned edit where they change out the contracts or they load the Flint into the contract and then bring it back live. Because when Keith Lee picks up the contract, it's half open like that. Opens it up, fireball. Then the trainers surround him, throw a towel over his face. Keith Lee, you gotta calm down, you gotta calm down. The whole time Keith Lee's just screaming, "Where's Kross? Bring me Kross!" It was awful.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was bad, it was hokey. I gave the match that he had with Burch a 2, and I gave this whole fucking bad segment a 1.
I gave it a 1. It was kind of like the moment in the movie Masters of the Universe where they're all on He-Man on the top of the building and except less cool.
Yeah,
1.
I understand they're trying to they're doing the mystic thing with Scarlett and Karrion, and that's fine. Fireball was hokey as shit.
Yes.
And again, why not just have him fucking beat up Keith Lee? Why not have them fight? What happened to the concept of there being a fucking fight in wrestling?
Whatever happened to the concept of 2 big guys just going at it?
Yeah, who'd have fucking thought, right? Drake Maverick and Killian Dane are scheduled to have a match. That match gets fucked off because, again, more schmaz. The Undisputed Era comes in and attacks. Adam Cole is mad at Pat McAfee for calling him small, and now they're going to wrestle. I did like Adam Cole using some of the tropes that Cornette kind of brought up whenever they were talking about the Pat McAfee thing, telling him he's in over his head in the wrestling world and how he's not the top, that he's the premier athlete in the wrestling sport. And it was good. It was fine. I gave it a 2.
I gave it a 2. I gave it a 2 because it saved what would have potentially been a horrible segment.
Yeah.
Killian Dane versus Drake Maverick is not how you put asses in
Drake
seats.
Maverick would have sold his ass off, but
he would have got destroyed.
Yeah, Killian Dane's not over.
For somebody that was so over.
Yeah. For
them to just do fuck all with.
Yeah. There was a Kushida segment. I didn't rate it. Just him talking about capturing the North American Championship.
Yep.
Tyler Breeze wrestles Santos Escobar.
Bueno.
Santos Escobar looked good in the match. It looked like he was working smart. He was avoiding Tyler Breeze. He was keeping him on the inside.
And there was no kidnapping this week.
There was no kidnapping. The only problem with this match is that it was so slow. Again, they hit a move and he walks away, and hits a move and walks away, and then Tyler Breeze would fight up and he cuts him off and he walks away. Just slow, and especially with guys this athletic. I'm not saying go 90 miles an hour, but you could at least go the speed limit.
Yeah, I gave it a 2.5.
I gave it a 2.
I gave it a 2.5 because I like seeing Breezy on TV.
Yeah.
I think that he is way underutilized. I think that him and Fandango should already be tag champions.
Yeah, they should definitely be in the tag team picture more.
You realize since they've been a tag team for almost 7 years and never held tag team gold.
Who is the tag team champions?
Kane.
Kane is the tag team champions.
But they've never held tag team gold, and that's
That's a shame.
Especially when they were doing the Fashion Files thing, they were so over it.
Yeah. There's a Dakota Kai package. Didn't rate it. That's her just talking about being the number 1 contender. Indy Hartwell wrestles Mia Yim. It was slow. I gave it a 1.
Give it a 2.
Not because it's a women's match, but because it was slow.
Yes.
Mia Yim wins with a submission. Oh, Santos Escobar beat Tyler Breeze. Should mention
Of course he did.
Where are we? Finn Balor promo. Talking about the damn NXT North American title ladder match, how Finn Balor is the guy and the office wants him to be the guy and blah, blah, blah. Pat McAfee package. I don't give a shit about Pat McAfee and Adam Cole.
I love Adam Cole.
I love Adam Cole.
I don't give a fuck about
I don't give a shit about this match. I'll tell you why.
Even though, to be fair, that kick last week.
I'll tell you why I don't give a shit about this match. Because Adam Cole and the Undisputed Era are heels, and it would have made much more sense if they were the ones who targeted Pat McAfee for being the guy who's in the wrong business at the wrong place at the wrong time. They didn't do that, and I get that they're doing it in a different way, and I get that it's different, but this one particular traditional trope works. I'm sorry, trope.
See, that's where we kind of differ. I think that I like the way it's being built. I like the fact that, in my mind, which I know is not how they're trying to get it over, but how it goes over to me, is it's big bully, big jock bully,
Pat McAfee,
picking on somebody who's smaller than him, and that guy going, let's do this.
But here's the thing, that guy's also got 3 buddies with him at all times. Does it make sense to you, right? And this is just my point. If Ric Flair and the 4 Horsemen, right? If Ric Flair's in a program with Dusty, does Dusty ever get Ric Flair one-on-one before the match, or are the Horsemen constantly circling Dusty and putting the boots to him? Right? That's how you build up. That's how you build up that scenario. And even if Pat McAfee's the heel in this scenario, how the hell does Pat McAfee get that close to Adam Cole when he's got a whole stable of guys who are constantly watching his back? It felt like the spot happened because it was supposed to happen and it didn't happen naturally. I'm talking about the kick last night.
Yeah.
And for that, I
don't know. I think the kick last night was well constructed.
It was fucking awesome. Yeah, I'm not dissing that spot. I'm just saying the more I've thought about it, those are the questions I would have liked to have answered. Like, could security at least have been holding the Undisputed Era back? You know what I mean?
Right. Well, 2 of the Undisputed Era were in the ring still from the
still
tag
having
match.
their tag match.
And Roddy's nobody.
Yeah, well, that's a shame. Bronson Reed and Damian Priest.
Leg slapper?
This week it wasn't a leg slapper. Damian Priest only slapped his leg twice that I saw. That offended me enough to be upset about it. Surprised me by putting Bronson Reed over. It felt like there were some miscommunications. Maybe their sizes and their builds didn't necessarily complement one another the right way. But because of the finish, I gave it a 3. What I didn't like was that he didn't win with the splash. Like, Damian Priest rolls out of the way, he misses the splash, and he still wins. Why not just let him win with his finish?
Right.
Let him hit that nice-ass splash and beat him 1, 2, 3.
It would have been a 3 for me. I went 2.5 for that exact reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why you didn't use the splash.
Should have won with the splash. An Io Shirai package, talking about how she's a fighting champion, which she is. Cameron Grimes package, didn't rate it, because who gives a fuck about Cameron Grimes?
Fuck Trevor Lee.
Casey Catanzaro and Caden Carter. God, that's a mouthful.
I got it written down as women's tag.
Against Aaliyah and Mercedes Martinez. Robert Stone is goofy, but he's not bad.
No, he never has been. When it was Robbie E., he was entertaining.
Yeah, he was goofy. And they fucked him off the right way with her stomping on his foot and stuff. But he's all right.
He is the character actor.
Yeah.
Gimmick, and I dig that. But I gave it a 1.5. I wasn't impressed.
I gave it a 1 just because the match was what it was. Mercedes Martinez, put boots.
Yeah.
After the match, Rhea Ripley comes out and starts attacking Mercedes. Aaliyah tries to help. Then Shotzi Blackheart makes an appearance. So they got a little 4-way fuck-off. I gave it a 1 out of 5.
Yeah, me too.
There's a weird, stupid Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae segment.
1.5.
I gave it a 1. It was stupid.
Yeah, it was
weird.
Don't even waste our time on it.
Yeah, no. Timothy Thatcher giving his stretching classes. I gave it a 5 because it's believable. Timothy Thatcher explains how a hold is applied and then stretches somebody, and that's pure, like, Killer Kowalski, Stu Hart, fucking, I'm really going to put this fucking move on you while I'm training you. I'm going to stretch the shit out of you, and I love that shit.
I gave it a 3, only because I've seen it done before, and I'm one of those people, it's like, if you're going to rehash something, try making it different than the way you did it before. Yeah. Again, I wasn't down on it. I gave it a 3. I thought it was entertaining. It's not,
Yeah.
I've seen Regal do it. I've seen Owen Shamrock do it.
Yeah.
3 out of 5.
We roll into our main events. Kushida versus Cameron Grimes versus a mystery opponent, which is revealed later to be the Velveteen Dream. We're not going to get into Velveteen Dream's personal stuff because that's all legal shit with him, and that's not our concern.
Right.
If you don't like it, don't watch it. We're just going to give you the review of the match.
Don't put your hand on Sean Waltman's chest.
The weird Velveteen Dream has a weird fall to the outside early on. Kushida absolutely murdered somebody. I don't remember if it was Cameron Grimes or Velveteen Dream.
Grimes.
But absolutely murders him with that fucking tornado DDT to the outside.
It was Grimes, I believe.
I mean, just
I could be wrong.
Fucking hooked him, spun him, and sunk him. It was awesome.
Again, fuck Trevor Lee.
There's a nice exchange of kicks. Fucking Grimes took Velveteen Dream's super kick right on the mush.
Right in the mouth.
Kushida's front flip into the armbar was fucking tasty. Off the top turnbuckle. And it was a solid finish putting Cameron Grimes over. It was a textbook triple threat match with a lot of car crashes, but it worked. And they got the heel over. And that's pretty much where it's at.
I gave it a 3.
Yeah, I gave it a 3 as well.
Point for each man.
Who did Cameron Grimes pin? Was it Kushida? You remember?
Yes.
So that means Velveteen Dream is going to be in the other singles match next week to determine the 5th contender of the ladder.
Help me here.
Timothy Thatcher?
No. Balor.
Finn Balor. So the other one's what? Johnny Gargano?
No, the other one is...
It's Johnny Gargano. It's one of them.
Shoot. I know that it's Balor and what's-his-face.
Yeah, Balor, Johnny Gargano. Now.
Gargano and the new guy from England.
Oh, that's right, Ridge Holland.
But I give it a 3.
Yeah.
Max, turn at the end.
Maximilian, what are our overall scores? Overall ratings.
You said 2 out of 5.
Yeah, NXT 2 out of 5.
You have started the show?
Bronson Reed consistently has impressed me every single week.
Luke gave it a 2 out of 5, and his star of the show was Bill Goldberg.
No, actually, it was Walter the hot dog vendor. Bronson Reed, of course.
Bronson, right? Like, they're, again, pushing the unconventional guy, making the unconventional guy look good. I'm into it. And I like Ridge Holland. I like Bronson Reed's style, and I hope he wins the fucking ladder match, honestly.
I do too.
He's my guy.
I would love to see where they're going with that.
Guys, what did you think about NXT? Let us know in the comments down below after you like and subscribe. Send us an email at prowrestlingthrowdown@gmail.com or find us on Facebook at facebook.com/prowrestlingthrowdown. And stay tuned because our review of AEW Dynamite on TNT is coming up next, baby. Yeah!
Nobody likes Bill Goldberg.